All right, guys, it's Thursday, May 8th, and I got my favorite hot batter matchups for today. But before we do, let's recap yesterday. And we're still waiting on Aaron Judge. It looks like it's going to extra innings. He may get up at least one more time. Can you get a hit for us? Because Freddie Freeman tripled and singled twice in his game, man, earlier today. So I guess we'll just see how this pans out. Let's get to these great matchups for today. All right, first matchup, Freddie Freeman versus Brandon Pfaadt. And you can see Pfaadt's pitch arsenal in the middle of the screen right there. He favors that four-seam fastball about 33% of the time this year. And you can see Freeman just crushes this pitch. A 375 batting average, 32 at-bats, 12 hits, 3 home runs. And then you see Pfaadt, okay, you could be a 212 batting average. That's fine, not horrible. 2 home runs surrendered on his four-seam fastball. But moving on to the next pitches, the changeup, 27% of the time he throws that. Freeman, he hits this at a 500 rate, albeit a small sample size of just 4 at-bats. And then you see Pfaadt, a 240 batting average given up on a large sample size, 25 at-bats, 6 hits, and a home run surrendered. And then the curveball, you can see Pfaadt, well, he's not very good at all. A 381 batting average, 3 home runs given up. But then on the other side, Freeman, not his best pitch, just 7 at-bats, a small sample size, 1 hit, a 143. But that's okay. We're going to get to the best part coming up, okay? It's not the next pitch, but let's talk about the next pitch. Sinker, 14% of the time. You could see Freeman, 1,000 batting average, 3 at-bats, 3 hits, of which 1 was a home run. And then Pfaadt, a 300 batting average given up to the sinker. Now, there is some... there's some history between the two, right? So 13 at-bats, 4 hits, a home run, a 308 batting average for Freeman versus Pfaadt. Freeman's on a 12-game hitting streak. He's on fire. But my favorite thing so far is this launch angle sweet spot that we kind of implemented more recently. And you could see Freddie Freeman, again, he's top of the leagues. His launch angle sweet spot is 44%, ranks number 10 out of 258 batters. Again, launch angle sweet spot, the percent of times you hit between the launch angles of 8 and 32 degrees, it provides you the best opportunity to record a hit if you're in those ranges. So he's excelling at that. Now, on top of it, I love this. Pfaadt, he's not that good at all giving up the launch angle sweet spot. He gives it up at a 42.3% rate, which yields him as a really bottom pitcher. Number 326 out of 364 total pitchers in the MLB. I absolutely love this opportunity for Freddie Freeman. I think, he's going to have a bunch of success. All right, next matchup. Same game versus same pitcher. This time, Mookie Betts taking on Pfaadt. The pitch arsenal does change because the handedness of Betts is a right-handed batter versus Freeman, who is a left-handed batter. So Pfaadt throws the sweeper the overwhelming majority of the time to right-handed batters, 38% of the time. You can see Betts a 300 batting average on 10 at-bats, 3 hits. And then Pfaadt, you're not good at your number one pitch to right-handers. 300 batting average given up, 20 at-bats, 6 hits, a home run surrendered. Then the sinker, about 30% of the time, you can see Betts, a 375 batting average, just lights out against this pitch. 16 at-bats, 6 hits. And then Pfaadt, a 263 batting average surrendered to this ball. And then the four-seam fastball, 26% of the time. You can see Betts at 270 with 2 home runs on a large sample size right there. And then Pfaadt, a 364 and 3 home runs surrendered to the four-seam fastball. And then the changeup, just 5% of the time. It might not really play much into this game. But Mookie Betts, a 500 batting average on 6 at-bats, 3 hits with a home run. And then Pfaadt, there's only 1 at-bat. So there is some history between the two. So Mookie Betts, 11 at-bats, 4 hits, a 364 batting average versus Brandon Pfaadt. And Mookie Betts has 7 of his last 9 games with a hit, although it's not updated with the game that he's actually playing on May 7th. But regardless, I still think this is a great opportunity. So speaking of the launch angle sweet spot, so Mookie Betts, a 33.6%, which ranks him only number 136 out of 258. So he's middle of the road in terms of batters, but there is a short slate of games, okay? So limited opportunities to find batters, right? But I still think that's fine. Like, I would love it to be like Freddie Freeman, like top 10 or what have you, but that's not always be the case. But the part that I love is, again, FOT not good. Remember, a 42.3%, a sweet spot launch angle surrender, number 326 of 364. I absolutely love this matchup right here also. All right, if you could be so kind to hit that like button, I greatly appreciate it. If you would love to hit that subscribe button, that'd be great. And also, if you want to leave something in the comment to help out with the algorithm, you don't have to do much. Just put a letter in there, maybe M, or W. Ah, jeez, we're upside down today, baby. An upside down M. That's what I'm talking about. Put a W, if you could be so kind. All right, and then there's a link to a free Discord in the description of this video. There's a bunch of stuff going on down there, MLB, NBA, and much, much more. So maybe go check that out. So, all right, now it's time for the other good, better matchups. So we have a limited slate in the MLB. So these are the three batters that qualified under the conditions of you got to have a historical batting average versus the pitcher of at least 300 or higher, and then you also have to be hot right now, okay? So here you go. You got Yandy Diaz versus Luzardo. 8 at-bats, 4 hits, a 500 batting average. And then Diaz has at least recorded a hit in 9 of 12 games, so he's hot right now. Then you got Corey Seager versus Bello. 11 at-bats, 4 hits, a 364 batting average. Seager at least recording a hit in 10 of his last 12 games. And then Shohei Ohtani versus Brandon Pfaadt. I could have had him potentially as a third player that I could have showcased, but his launch angle sweet spot wasn't really where I wanted it to be, and some of the pitches it would have been fine, but I got him on here, okay? So we got him against Pfaadt, 6 at-bats, 2 hits, a 333 batting average, and Shohei Ohtani's hot right now. He's at least recorded a hit in 9 of his last 10 games. All right, guys, real quick, I'll just leave you with a lean. I was looking at Guerrero Jr., but I don't feel comfortable enough bringing him forward as anything other than a lean. He's taking on Jose Soriano, and Soriano throws the sinker, his number one pitch, about 54% of the time. It's absolutely a lot. A 333 batting average given up, but Guerrero Jr., a 545 batting average against the sinker this year. Large sample size, 22 at-bats, 12 hits. It's unbelievable. And then the knuckle curve, Soriano throws about 25% of the time. This is the kind of the reason why I just backed off of it. Just a ball that a lot of batters don't see, and Guerrero Jr. has not seen it this year. But if you went back last year, 8 at-bats, 4 hits, and the year before that, 8 at-bats, 2 hits. So that's the reason why I kind of backed off. The knuckle curve can be, throw a little monkey wrench in the situation, if you will. So that's the reason why I just have this as a lean, but I just wanted to offer it up because, I don't know, maybe you like it. So there you go. I just want to say I absolutely love every single one of you guys, and I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.